The Sony A7V, or A75, was supposed to be the mirrorless giant's next great leap. Instead, fresh leaks reveal a story of internal panic, a rushed launch, and a camera that is safe but uninspired. We're diving into the certification filings that confirm the specs, the price tag, and the shipping timeline that could spell disaster for Sony's holiday season. The strategic pivot and conservative core. The timing of this entire rollout is the first major red flag. Just days after the news broke about Canon's upcoming EOS R6 Mark III announcement on November 6, Sony's regulatory paperwork began moving rapidly worldwide. Analysts are calling this a strategic pivot, a hurried marketing move designed to steal Canon's spotlight. But what are they rushing to market? The core sensor is surprisingly cautious. The A7V, according to verified leaks, will feature a 33-megapixel full-frame BSI CMOS sensor. It's a slightly upgraded iteration of the same sensor from the A7 IV, not a brand new design. The innovation here is a new partially stacked sensor architecture that boosts readout speeds by about 20%, helping reduce rolling shutter and improving dynamic range to around 14 stops. Dual base ISO up to 106,400 will deliver stronger low-light performance. It's an evolution, yes, but not a revolution. Missing are the major innovations professionals were demanding, like a true global shutter or a high-resolution mode exceeding 40 megapixels. Autofocus superiority and the speed gap. Where Sony continues its legacy is in autofocus intelligence. Borrowing directly from the flagship A9 III, the A7V incorporates advanced AI-based subject recognition capable of identifying humans, animals, birds, vehicles, and even insects with precision. For action photographers, burst shooting hits 20 frames per second in electronic shutter mode with blackout-free EVF performance. This is highly efficient, yet it immediately falls short of Canon's rumored 40 FPS on the R6 Mark III. Insiders claim this performance gap is precisely why Sony accelerated its launch schedule, to get the A7V into the spotlight before Canon's new camera overshadows it. Reliability over raw specs, no 8K. In the video department, Sony seems focused on reliability. The A7V supports uncropped 4K at 60 frames per second with 10-bit 4:2:2 internal recording, along with S-Log3 and Cinetone. The most notable omission is 8K video. This is reportedly a deliberate choice to avoid the thermal throttling and overheating issues that have plagued previous Sony models. To address this, they've integrated better passive heat dissipation, and even plan an optional active cooling grip accessory. This signals that Sony is prioritizing consistency and reliability over the specs race. The physical design focuses on usability. A stunning 5.5 million OLED electronic viewfinder, a major step up from the A7 IV, and a fully articulating 3-inch variangle LCD. However, the lack of an upgrade to flash sync or internal flash support is a detail that professionals have been quick to criticize. The pricing and shipping nightmare. Now for the crucial part, the timeline and the price. Sony plans to officially announce the A7V between November 12th and 15th, with pre-orders opening immediately. However, actual shipping isn't expected until January 2026, with some markets potentially waiting until February. Insiders attribute this to component shortages. This delay could prove disastrous. Canon will have the R6 Mark III in customers' hands before Christmas, flooding YouTube with comparisons that could completely overshadow Sony's delayed shipments. The pricing further complicates the picture. The A7V body alone is expected to retail for $2,999, which is $200 more than the A7IV's launch price. What's most alarming is the reported lack of confidence. Insiders have hinted at Sony pre-planning $200 price cuts in early 2026 if shipping delays trigger customer frustration, a move that shows the company is already bracing for backlash. Resumes, thoughtful and contemplative. The Sony a7V looks like a calculated move to play it safe, a technically polished but restrained camera. While it's undeniably powerful for creators seeking reliability and fast autofocus, it might feel more like a refined A7 IV than a true next-generation flagship. The next few weeks will be crucial as the competitive mirrorless showdown truly begins.